Welcome back to These Days. I am Jackie, and today I'm talking about homeschooling without a homeschool room. I think you probably know the drill, but grab a cup of coffee and let's get started. So the first way that I homeschool in a smaller space and without a homeschool room is by having a homeschool closet. My homeschool closet has everything in it. Each year we have added a shelf, so I'm just assuming next year we'll add a new shelf too for the things that we need, and I try to keep it organized, well, sort of organized for me. And so I keep everything up in that closet. So if you are looking to homeschool but you don't have space for an extra homeschool room, I would suggest just cleaning out a closet really well and making some space for all of your school books there, because it keeps them put away, your kids won't get into them as much, and it makes everything kind of nice and organized and tidy there in the school closet. The second thing that I try to do, since we do live in a smaller space, is I try to keep things minimal. Now, I'm pretty minimal as it is. I have really cleaned things out in the last few years. Since I'm talking minimal, one way to do that is to utilize your library. Your library has so many books, and most people get a free library card. We don't get a free library card. It's something about the area that we live in. I don't know. It's crazy. I have to pay like $35 a year for my library card. We use our library and we get books and we bring them back a few weeks later, and we just are constantly like in this flow of like switching in and out books. I don't generally buy books because it takes up more space. So unless it's a book that I absolutely love and I want to keep here at home on hand, I don't buy it. I try not to overbuy curriculum. Now, there's some really awesome looking curriculums out there, but I have to really check myself and say, will we actually get to this curriculum this year? Will we actually use this? So it's just kind of like checking myself, do I need this? Do I just want this? Do I need this? So if you are a homeschooling family that doesn't have a homeschool room, keeping things minimal will help you not feel the push to need to get a homeschool room or a bigger house for a homeschool room or whatever. Keep things minimal. The third thing that we do is, of course, homeschool at the dining room table. That is where we eat, that is where we school, that is where we spend a lot of time. Now, one thing that I do have in the homeschool closet is I have a rolling cart. I was recently watching a video from someone and they said they were a mobile homeschooling family, and that's what they mean, is they have a rolling cart that they literally roll out to the dining room table. That is where they have all their books laid out, and then they just school on the dining room table. So I generally try to keep the main curriculum books in the cart just so it's ready, and I pick what I need from the closet when I need it. But I just roll the cart out every day, and it is a great solution for us since we live in a little bit of a smaller space and don't have a schoolroom. It works well for us. So along with the rolling cart and the homeschool closet, I also have this fold-out board that I use with the kids, and I just put the ABCs on it and some of our rules and our verse of the week, just little things on it. But this is easy to bring in and out of the schoolroom, and we go over our rules and our verse of the week every single school day. And that way the kids can also reference the ABCs if they need to see them. So yeah, it's another good idea if you have just a homeschool closet that you pull everything out of. Another space that we use is we use our couch. We use our couch to read on. We sit in the middle of the floor on the rug together to do reading or working on a project or playing. So we just utilize this whole open area that we have in our home for our homeschooling. We don't have a schoolroom. I have considered maybe moving all of the kids into one room and then making one room a schoolroom, but I don't think that would really work for our family very well, especially at the ages that my kids are at. So right now we homeschool and we don't have a schoolroom, and it is totally doable. And I think that if that is something that's holding you up from possibly homeschooling, don't let it. It is really a small thing in what I know I am trying to accomplish with homeschooling. I want my kids to be lifelong learners, and they can learn anywhere. They don't have to learn in a room, if that makes sense. I would much rather them learn something in the main open living room with everyone else or outside, and just really learn to love to learn. So homeschooling without a homeschool room is totally doable, and I actually really like it. I think that if we had a homeschool room, we would probably end up at the kitchen table anyway. So it's totally doable to homeschool without a homeschool room. If you have a homeschool room, that's awesome, and if you love it, that's awesome. When I was a kid, we homeschooled and we had a homeschool room, and it was great to have. I'm not dogging homeschool rooms. I think they're great if you have the space, and if we had the space, we probably would have a homeschool room. So let me know in the comments below how you school. Do you have a homeschool room? Do you school at the kitchen table? Do you school just sitting in the living room? Do you just school outside? Let me know, I would love to hear. Also, please subscribe and hit the bell so that you will get updates whenever new videos of mine come out. I have videos all about homeschooling, motherhood, gardening, favorites. I would love for you guys to follow along. Thank you for taking time out of your day to watch my video. Comment below and let me know you were here. I will say hi. Thanks for watching.